Sports Talk. This is going to be another NBA edition, and in this NBA edition, we're going to be talking about the controversial hire of Brooklyn Nets head coach Steve Nash. Now, everyone knows of Steve Nash's playing career, where he was a multiple All-Star. He's a future Hall of Famer. Yes, he never won a championship. A great locker room guy. A lot of players loved him. When your superstar player wants the coach, that's who the team is going to hire, especially when you're paying the man close to $40 million a year, and you went out of your way to try to sign him. You're going to do everything in your power to try to keep him. So with that being said, there are a lot of people who were surprised by the move, myself included. But then there are people who are taking it to a little bit of a different level, such as Stephen A. Smith, where they're saying that this was white privilege. Because Steve Nash is white, and because he's never had a coaching job in his career, which I completely agree with, he feels that he shouldn't have gotten the job, and the only reason that he got the job is because of white privilege. Now, the only reason why he really got the job was because Kevin Durant wanted it. And I also think the only reason why he got the job was because if this team doesn't win 50 games like everyone expects next season, they're going to have a scapegoat, and having a coach that is pretty much unproven is the easiest way to throw somebody underneath the bus and go, you know what? It wasn't the team. It was Steve Nash's fault. Look, he's never coached an NBA game before, and then everyone is going to circle back to this conversation and go, did he even deserve to be hired? With his NBA resume, a future Hall of Famer, a multiple-time All-Star, an MVP, it's really hard to argue against the fact of this man not knowing the game of basketball. Now, I get it because I honestly didn't think that he deserved the head coaching job, especially since he hasn't even been an assistant coach before. And then being given this championship-ready team was also something that is sort of like a head-scratcher. If you're him, you're absolutely ecstatic about this opportunity because everyone is going to project the Brooklyn Nets to win at least 50 games next season. I know that I did do a video about that where I did project the Brooklyn Nets to win 50 games because Kevin Durant is one of the most dynamic players in the NBA and probably one of the top 5 players on the planet. They finished 500 this season, so I can't imagine that they won't win another 20 games with Kevin Durant, and now teamed up with Kyrie Irving. And now when they're going to have a former MVP in Steve Nash as their coach, can he help elevate the bench players or the surrounding cast around them to go, well, look, I'm this small little Canadian dude, and I won an MVP. Teach them the ball skills that they need. Teach them the defense that they need to help elevate the team and bring them to the next level. I personally don't think that he should have been signed. I'm sure that there were way more qualified coaches, especially in college or even in the NBA as assistants, who deserved a chance. You know, someone like Mark Jackson, who had, I believe, the Golden State Warriors job ripped out from underneath him before they gave it to Steve Kerr, and then that dynasty began. There's so many other guys where you could sit there and just think of, and it's like, did they deserve this job more than Steve Nash? And the answer is absolutely. But we can't do anything about it. He's hired. Now, he's hired because the superstar player wanted Steve Nash, and that's who they gave him. So ownership wants to keep the very sensitive and diva-ish Kevin Durant happy. And between him and Kyrie Irving, that's going to be a very interesting duo to see who's going to be the bigger diva there next season. And I think that Steve Nash is going to be hopefully that buffer for them that they need where they can just focus on the game. But ultimately, I believe that he's going to be the scapegoat where if they don't exceed or meet expectations, Steve Nash's ass is gone. Do you think that Steve Nash was hired because he was white? And do you think that it's white privilege that he got the job over a person of color in the NBA? Or do you think that it was just the superstar talent wanted who he wanted and the ownership group and the GM were just like, let's keep the $40 million a year player happy and give him the coach that he wants? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Raw Sports Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Raw Sports Talk 1. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'm out.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw.